As a longtime fan of the Test Drive Unlimited series, the anticipation for the release of Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown has been something akin to the nervous excitement before a first date. The nostalgia, the promise of open world racing, sun-soaked streets of a luxury lifestyle simulator, it's enough to get any gearhead revving their engines. But as the saying goes, not everything that glitters is gold. Recently, I had the chance to dip my toes into the PC demo of Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. I will mention the video to that in the description below and leave it in the card up on the top right of your screen. And with that experience, I came away with a mix of hope and hesitation. The console demo dropped last week, and while I didn't get behind the wheel of that one, feedback across the board has been consistent, promising but problematic. Let's start with the positives. The car models in Solar Crown are a visual treat, shiny, detailed and beautifully rendered, as long as you don't glance at the mirrors too closely and if you stay away from the Test Drive Unlimited 2 car models. The environments from luxury homes to high-end shops are equally impressive. They look great, though some might say that they're a bit of that showroom feel, beautiful but lacking in substance. It's like walking into a luxury boutique with nothing to buy. But here is where the cracks begin to show. The characters? Let's just say they don't quite meet the expectations of a 2024 release. It's like they were stuck in 2013, and no one told them to catch up. And don't get me started on the steering animations. Watching them is like seeing a ventriloquist who hasn't quite mastered making the dummy look alive. The steering wheel turns fine, and so do the driver's hands. However, they seem to be living in a reality where the maximum turning angle is 45 degrees. And then of course, there's the performance. The demo was riddled with poor server performance and optimization issues, which is a red flag for a game that's leaning heavily on an online only experience. The experience was laggy at best and frustrating at worst, especially when the gorgeous cityscape you're cruising through feels emptier than a ghost town due to the lack of traffic and NPCs. This emptiness drains the life out of what could be an otherwise immersive world. However, all is not lost. As the demos were based on an older version of the game, we have gotten a new trailer. The latest trailer, showcasing the most recent pre-launch build, offers a glimmer of hope. The sense of speed has been amped up, and the physics have received a much needed tune-up. Cars now grip and drift in a way that feels more authentic, and the tyre and exhaust smoke effects have been given a makeover, adding to the visceral thrill of tearing through the streets. Visually, the game has been sharpened up, with slightly refined graphics that are a noticeable step up from the demo. But there's a big question mark hovering over those steering animations. Despite the improvements, it's still unclear whether they've been addressed in the final build. We got very close at the end of the trailer, but the trailer cuts off before we got the chance. And in a second clip of the stunning Bugatti Veyron Supersport, it may have received some TLC, but it still suffers from those ancient, out-of-shape car models that seems to have been yanked from a time capsule, also known as Test Drive Unlimited 2. My biggest concern, however, remains with the game's online-only nature. Initially, this didn't faze me. After all, we're living in an age where connectivity is king. But after experiencing the demo, the reality hit harder than a misjudged drift. The servers, unreliable at best, struggled to maintain a stable connection, leading to an experience that felt disjointed and frankly lonely. Without an offline mode, the bustling streets we've come to expect from TDU are eerily empty. The lack of NPC drivers and rivals, as well as traffic, creates an environment that, while detailed, feels lifeless. It's like being in a beautiful city that's just been evacuated. The vibe, the essence of what made TDU a standout in the first place is missing. And that's not just disappointing, it's concerning. We've seen how other online-only games like Ubisoft's The Crew have fared, a masterpiece of a game, now lost in time thanks to the inevitable disconnect that comes with an always online requirement. No one has the server shut down. With Solar Crown less than 2 weeks away from launch, I can't shake the feeling that we might be heading down a similar road. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown has the potential to be something special. It's a game that, at its core, understands what made its predecessor so beloved. But the execution? That's where my optimism turns cautious. The improvements in the latest build are encouraging, but they're not enough to fully erase the worries that the demo produced. As the release date looms in under 2 weeks, I'm left wondering, will Solar Crown raise above its issues and deliver the ultimate open world driving experience, or will it stall out, another victim of the only online model that sounds great in theory but stumbles in practice? Only time and a good internet connection will tell. So what do you think? Do you think that Solar Crown will succeed despite the issues with the beta, or will it fail to live up to expectations its legendary name brings that will only upset the fan bases yet again? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and subscribe if you're new, and tell all your friends about this amazing little video, and in the comments section, tell me what your favourite Test Drive Unlimited memory was. Anyways, thank you all once again so much for watching. I hope to see you all very soon.